Welcome back to Griffin Indiana 22 for episode 10 with me, MrSealyp. It's 25 past 3. As you've seen, although I didn't show much of it, the sunflower contract I took on with the case is complete. We had a little bit of sunflower left over, about 8,000 litres I think it was, which is pretty cool. The second part of the corn harvest, I was doing field 23 and field 26. Field 23 is done. Again, you should have seen the completion on the contract for that. This is field 26. So all delivered, contract complete. I've got 16,525 litres of corn left to put into our silo along with all the other things we've got left over. I have also taken on a ploughing contract. 34,854 it pays. It's only a 6-metre plough, so that's going to take a while. I've taken on another harvesting contract on field 5. That's for sugar beet. You've seen me doing sugar beeting before. So what I was going to say was the ploughing will start off now. And then I'll get on with it and do the rest off camera. Once this one's complete, I think I'm going to take on that baling contract, like I said, to do hay, but that also I will do off screen. So I'm just racking up a bit more hay to put in storage. The ploughing will pay, I'll have nothing left over from that. Sugar beet, I might have some more left, and we'll complete on this as well. We're up to 46 grand, there'll be another, will be 12, maybe just under 12 for this corn harvest. It might be a little bit lower actually, I can't remember what it worked out at. But we have got crop out of this as well, so even if borrowing the equipment dropped the price down, it's actually not too bad. We've done all right. I'm not going to lie, we're doing all right. So if we have a check now, we should get a good idea. Yeah, we're looking all right, aren't we? So the seed we did 2 episodes ago, 103,000 litres. Corn, we've got 47,000 litres. Potatoes, 43,000 litres. Sugar beet, 21,000 litres. And sunflower, 12,748. So as far as crops left over from contracts, and the fact we've now made seed using crops left over from previous contracts, I'd say we're doing all right. We're racking stuff up. Now, like I say, there could be a whole lot of things I could do with those. We could look at some production change. We could look at making some other things, whether it be fuel, whether it be fertilizer, whether whatever it might be. Taking it to the BGA, like we could do with the bales. I've spoken about that before. Or we just keep hold of it all. If we get good prices, we could then sell some more. But it's good to have all this stuff kind of stocked up, I think. My bicycle has moved. I've moved my bicycle over to where the railway is, because when I did the sunflower contract, it was a lot easier to have the bike there, then I could kind of get to it and back whenever I need to. Like this was across here. We'll complete on this contract, and as you'll see as we go across, oh actually no, I'm going to have to go a bit further. Oh, what I'll do, I'll leave that there. We'll hop out because it's over there, but we'll complete on that contract now. So that's done. We don't need that equipment anymore. Yeah, 10,678. 776. We'll collect on that. That one. I'm losing my mind. Oh, I forgot about the soybean contract. I haven't done any soybean yet. Oh, it's all right. I've got plenty going on. You can just about see the blue over there in the distance. When we go over there, we'll get going. It's a big field and it's going to take a while. 57,008 in the bank. Considering we're down to, at one point, what did we get down to? 14, 12, buying all that stuff. So it is taking time. The other thing I haven't checked for a while is time played, 51 hours. Okay. That's interesting. Last time I checked, what were we on, 30 something? I don't know. So yeah, it's taken a lot of time. You know, there's a lot of stuff that goes on whenever I do contracts. When I was doing Western Wales, it was the same, you know, doing all the login and stuff. That, you know, there are things you've seen me do before, there are things you haven't seen me do, not necessarily overall on the game, but I mean on this Let's Play. But what I wanted to show was because we get this. The Terra track. Isn't that lovely? It's a thing of beauty. So, let's drop that. Let's get cracking. It's going to take a while. I've had no contracts appear for stones. Like I said, I can't remember if that's the thing, whether stone picking is a contractable item. I've only had one weeding contract come up so far. On Field 8 that we did ages ago, well, is it? Yeah, right next to us. Actually, hopefully nothing's coming. Let's whiz across the train track. I'll show you. Look, it went from small weeds, which are still there, to monster weeds. I've had nothing come up for weeding for this field. Nothing for sowing. I mean, maybe that'll happen. Well, surely in the winter they would wither, wouldn't they? But if they don't, maybe as we get into next season, after the winter, we might get more weeding contracts. I don't know, potentially. We'll see what happens. Whoa! It's one thing pulling out in front of traffic, but that could have been disastrous. We regret to inform you, MrSealyp is dead because he's an idiot. And he stepped in front of a train. Anyway, let's get on this. God, my heart's pounding. That scared the life out of me. It's my own fault for not looking. Oh, it's a lovely tractor. But yeah, the thing about this is it's a big field. So I saw the number, I thought, oh, that's good, that pays out well. And then well, so it's going to be yeah, we'll be into November 2. So tomorrow morning, November 2 is when I'll see you. Hopefully we'll have the sugar. I'm going to keep going into the dark with the sugar beet, with this. With the baling, that's the point. Am I going to get it all done? What's it now? 3 o'clock. If I literally just go right through the night, if I keep going, we might get it all done. So by the morning we should have a little bit more sugar beet and we should have some more hay bales. Fingers crossed. We're into November 2. I'm in a Landini, that's what came with the sugar beet contract. I didn't think I had as much to deliver. I thought, oh, I'll show me delivering the last little bit. I've just completed the contract. I've put the last of the sugar beet in and we've got 38,475 litres left. Happy with that. This is going to go up and we'll put it into our silo. I've already taken on a harvest contract for today and we've got cultivating contracts. Because in my head I was thinking, problem we've got is the harvest contracts are going to run out because we get into November 3 and then that's it, but there's nothing else then through till February. But all the fields that need weeding, a lot of them have been cultivated, seeded or sown, so I think we're probably going to get a load of ploughing and cultivating contracts coming up, which again I'm not knocking. I did finish, as I said I was going to do, The hay baling contract I did up on field 34 that I took on, we end up with 9 hay bales left from that. These are 4,500 litre bales rather than the 3,500 because of the baler it gave me. So I've added that to the hay I've got there. We ended up with... What else did we do? Oh, the ploughing contract. Yeah, we finished the ploughing. That was 30 something grand. It should have all come up on the screen. I think I took screenshots of the completion screens. So I want to get this in because I've got another cultivating job that came up, which I'm going to borrow equipment for again. I could use... A few people said, well, you know, it doesn't matter. Why don't you just use the equipment? So have a look at the... if I go to here, and we look at the fact I've got a cultivating job there for Sheila McFarlane's using her equipment. I've got 2 cultivating jobs there. There is one there for Sheila McFarlane, which I could take on. There's that one. Why would I borrow more equipment when I've got equipment from that one? But the point was, I said in the other episode, the equipment for that contract doesn't belong to that farmer. That farmer's got their own. Now, I know before I've gone, you know, it doesn't normally bother me. Maximum profit will do it. But people said for this Let's Play, they wanted me to do it properly. They wanted me to farm properly. And that, to me, seems like the best way of going about it, you know? So what I'll do, I'll complete on this contract. We'll take Landini back. And we'll take on that other cultivating contract. So I've got a baling, not a baling one, I've got a harvest contract for soybean. The gear's already over there. So what we're looking at now, sugar beet, 60,000 litres, brilliant. Corn, 47, potatoes, 43, sunflower seed, excellent. This can all go back over. We've got rain coming, so the soybean harvest I've got is on field, I want to say 25. Is it 25? Yeah, field 25. It's not a huge field, but I also need to check weather. What are we looking at? Oh, 9 o'clock. Rain from 9 through, I don't know if I'm going to get a chance to get it all done. Especially on time 3 without time. Okay. So what I think I'll do, I'll whiz out, get that done. I know the ground could get a bit claggy, but if we have to stop on the harvesting contract for the soybean till the rain stops, we can get on with the cultivating. So I've got this one, the case 470 Steiger. And then what we'll do is let's complete on that. And let's take that one on. So both of those will be just over 10 grand because of what it's going to cost me to lease equipment from the farmer. So the gear's already out there for soybean, which we haven't done yet. So we've got 2 big machines. Big old T9. Is the cultivator the same? Looks like we've got the same cultivator, but that's all right. So a couple of big cultivating jobs to do. We're up to 113 grand. We have been putting some hours in, getting a load of contracts done. But as I said before, we went over 100,000. That money won't go far. We're into a new day, so I suppose nothing to do is to check our second-hand. Oh man, 40 grand. We can get ourselves a Pinnacle. We've just got that. I think we're all right for the moment as far as telehandler wheel load of stuff goes, but that, if I can get a trailer to go with that, that ups the ante a little bit, doesn't it? I'm not sure I'm going to get one like that for that price. Oh man, what do I do now? So I'm 425 horsepower. $40,000, 45. I've got 2 contracts that pay me 20 grand. That's half of that. Oh, I'm going to do it. We've just got ourselves a Mac. I haven't got a trailer for it, but we've got the lorry. These don't have trailer hitches though, do they? Rear hitches, should I say. $800 phooey. Hong Kong Fooey. Who remembers Hong Kong Fooey? Anyway, I need to actually. Where I didn't even look. Cultivating, field 26, field 26, and field 12. So if I take the first one, which was one for Farland, field 26 is the next field over from field 25, which is where we've got our soybean contract. So I might as well drive out there in this. Oh, this is nice. Put our front lights on. Beacons on. It's quite wide, so going up the main road's going to be a little bit trickier. Might be better off taking the back roads once I've crossed the crossing, because once the traffic comes the other way, that's going to prove a little bit harder. So like I say, we might end up into November getting a few more contracts for cultivating. I had nothing come up for weeding or herbicide or anything. Rather than skipping through the night, I have still been just speeding time up, and when it gets to midnight stopping, just in case we're kind of missing those jobs because they're appearing between midnight and dawn kind of thing. But I haven't had any come up, so we'll see what happens. Even with second-hand gear, it's amazing how quickly you can go from 113 grand to 73. I'm not knocking it. We've done well out of the used vehicle market. When you think on Western Wilds, I didn't really pay much attention to it. And a few people have said, oh, you haven't really been checking it out. Well, I didn't even dawn on me. But we've got some good bargains. Admittedly, yeah, I need to do some work on a couple of the bits. Once, again, I've built up a bit more money. See, turning in he is. Then doing a bit of repair work. We still haven't got a jet wash, and my case wheel loader is filthy, so that really does need a clean. The Jeep could do with a wash as well, in all honesty. Try and stay over to one side. I think it does swing down into a bit of a ditch here, but sure we'll be all right. So yeah, I'll get this into the field ready to go, but we'll start on the harvest. If I can get as much as I can done before the rain starts, and then we can always just continue afterwards, can't we? Oh, it's nice. Can I fit between there, or do I just go around into the field? Just cut across the corner of this field here. Hope they won't mind. Field 26 is just along here. Should be about right. So like I say, once the rain starts, yes, the field will get a bit slicker and a bit claggy, but we can do that without any deficit or problem. Whereas the harvesting, we can't harvest in the we can harvest in the rain, but you take a hit on yield. So let's get on with that. There won't be a huge amount of soybean. This is more. In fact, I haven't done soybean harvest yet here on Griffin, so we'll get cracking on that. Assuming, of course, this works. Let's start that. Open it up. Am I a good height for the header? I'm not sure I am. Nope. We're caught up. Can I go sideways? There we go. Didn't like that very much, did I? And off we go. Like I say, it's not a massive field, but it's still going to take a little bit of time. And bear in mind we're 8:22 already. If the rain starts a little bit earlier, it's looking right at the moment. That's all we can do. Problem is, because we didn't have any money, although I've got silage bales built up, I've got some hay bales built up, not a huge amount, but I've got some. I really want to, we're going to wait now into next year before we can do any straw. Because there's nothing to harvest that's got straw. We haven't actually, of all the harvests we've done, all the harvesting, all the fields, we haven't sown anything. We've had no sowing contracts whatsoever. So I'm assuming they're going to happen March. But again, with that, we'll see. I'm not assuming anything. I'm going to keep a check though. Actually, this field, I'm saying the field's not very big. It seems a lot bigger, but I suppose the last couple of harvests I've had, I had the big case that I did off screen. We had the John Deere X9, we've had the Lexion 8900. This is a much smaller harvester compared to all of those with a much narrower header. So whilst the field isn't as big, it could still take us as much time to do it. It's early. The rain started early. I'm going to unload into the trailer and then we'll close the covers on the trailer and the harvester so it doesn't get all damp. Don't want soggy crop. And then we'll whiz over. Then we'll use the oomph, the power of the Steiger to get that cultivating done. Or yeah, make a start. Stored energy and all that. Right, that's that secure for the time being. Let's just double check the weather. How long is this likely to last? I was now saying, okay, 8, 9, 10, 11. By midday it should have stopped. Oh, looks like snow in December 2, December 3, January 1. It's going to be interesting. That might have to be our logging season. Logging and wood chipping, I think, we'll do then. Oh, the wind's picked up as well. I can hear it. Whistling through the undercroft. Drop that down. A bit weird. And off we go. While I'm doing this video, it depends who is watching. Oh, actually no, I'm just trying to think. I was going to say it on this one. I will say it anyway. I'll probably say it in the mod review as well later on. Massive, massive congratulations to Sir Falconator. Sir Falconator is part of my Discord group. He's been following the channel for years, long time. Messaging me frequently, but part of my Discord server, one of my moderators on the Discord server, a good friend to the channel, has just become a father today. So congratulations. Exciting part of the new journey. You become a dad, a father, a mentor, a legend. Depends, of course, on how your children perceive you as they get older, but all of those things are possible. So congratulations. The guys on the Discord server changed his name on there from Sir Falconator to Sir Dadinator, which is lovely. So congratulations. I hope mum and baby are both doing well. But a big shout out to Sir Falconator. Swing that round. This is a really nice tractor. I do like the style. Don't get me wrong, I love a quad track. I mean, quad tracks are amazing. But the style goes, I don't know, there's something about the wheeled versions. How much room have I got there? Okay, let's take that up. Rain hammering the cab. Wipers on. Let's keep in line with that row there. Pretty much in the middle of the bonnet. And that should keep me pretty much on the side there. Cool. So hopefully by about midday the rain will stop, I can get the rest of the soybean done, and then we'll get the other cultivating contract done. It's 10:38, the contract on field 26 is complete, I'm back. It's still a bit dark, but nothing lasts forever. We both know hearts can change, and it's hard to hold a candle in the cold November rain. So, let's take the T9. We're out to field 12 with this one. So what we'll do, we'll get the lights on, it's just not, it doesn't seem to want to get brighter today, so that's complete. Thank you very much. Field 12. Let's take this. Hopefully by midday, like I say, and then we'll need to dry up a little bit. Once the rain stops and it dries up a little bit, we'll get that soybean done. So the beacons on this one. Two big old beastie tractors. I don't think field. Oh no, actually no. Field 12 might be a similar sort of. Actually, am I going the right place? Oh yeah. If I take a turn straight after my barn, building up quite a collection of gear now, aren't we? Oh, I didn't bring the Mac over. I must bring the Mac over. We want the one up here, don't we? This was the one I did the sunflower harvest on. Now, rather than crossing the road, or the railway and getting run down, pay attention. It's not my T9. I don't want to get this destroyed. This is field 12. Let's just double check. It is field 12. Cool. Get this one done as well. So that took me, what time was it? It was about 9:15, wasn't it? 10, yeah, 2 hours. So obviously not 2 hours real time because we're on time 3, but hopefully then, if this takes a similar sort of time, it should have stopped raining by the time I finish. But it might even finish before that. We'll see. A different weapon this time. It's just so dark. Oh, it's those miserable winter months. We're heading into them now, you know. That's the thing. September, I know it feels weird, and we've had some very warm Septembers in the UK. We've even had some lovely Octobers. I was saying to MrSealyp the other day, we've been away sometimes and had some fantastic September and Octobers. But in the last week or so, where I live anyway, it's gone very autumnal, very cold in the evenings again, considering how much hot weather we had. It's quite scary how fast the months are flying by as well. Yeah, we're looking. Yeah, we're about right. Do not want to end up down the drainage ditch. I must admit, when it went past midday and still carried on raining, I was a bit worried it wasn't going to stop. It was like someone flicked a switch. I've taken on another contract, as you can see. Contract on field 5 is 17% complete. That was another cultivator. It's like a different day. It's unbelievable. And yeah, on field 5, that it gave me a John Deere 8RX and a Lemkin cultivator, I think it is. So I started that, and it literally got to 1 o'clock, and it was the thunder, you know, and then click, bang, just stopped. Normally it gets a bit of a time, it gradually winds down. Nope. Lovely. Happy with that. So, before it starts to rain again, I'm going to get on with it. Let's open the harvester back up. Let's get this soybean sorted. So we're just under 100,000. This will bring us probably just up to about 100,000. I think I wanted to have a quick look at. Like I say, I'm not sure now whether we're going to get, because the field next door's got a load of weeds and that hasn't had anything done to it. We've done quite a few various different harvests on various different fields. So if I can just get on a straight line and not go off on a tangent. If we have a look at the old mappage, we've got canola in the ground. That's interesting. These are all cleared fields. 19 still got, oh no, that's just growing. 20 is ready to harvest. That was corn, isn't it? We're doing this one, no. Is that soybean as well? Oh, that's corn. Got corn. So yeah, I mean, as far as the rest of the fields go, we haven't really got much else going on. So it could be, as I said earlier, it just could be a load of cultivating, ploughing, that kind of stuff. Maybe some fertilising in the fields, I don't know. I was really hoping we were going to get some herbicide jobs, you know. Not that I can afford herbicide, but I suppose we could buy some. That's something we can't get cheap. Fertiliser we could if we want to go down the Lort route, farm supply stuff. What I need to start looking at as well is the various different options again for, I don't necessarily want to use the same things I did on Western Wilds, but as I said before, another Let's Plays, if it works, you know, you kind of, you might end up looking around for something that is different because you don't want to use the same thing again. But if it doesn't work as well or as efficiently, there's that trade-off, isn't there? You know, if something new's come out that's better, fine, could go with that. So I need to have a bit of a scour around and look and see if there's anything available for fertilising. I know I said that a while ago, I just haven't got around to it because I haven't had any other fertilising jobs come up. So I kind of didn't look really. I suppose I should have done. I'm just trying to think of the things we've got. We've got corn, we've got sugar beet, we've got some potato. There must be something we can do. If I can get cows going. I'm also thinking, actually, yeah, because of something that happened today, there's been a gap. I might look at doing sheep on here, but doing sheep's milk and sheep's cheese rather than going down the wool route, which we have done before. So I'm thinking, yeah, maybe sheep milk and sheep cheese, we could go down that route. Again, it's just an idea, I'm just kind of mulling things over. We could give it a go, because I haven't got access, I haven't got mowers yet, but I could lease some, as I've said in other episodes, because we have got access up there to this farm. Whilst we haven't moved anything up there, we're not using it, that's all grass. So we could get up there and mow it, and then feed the sheep grass. So it's just a case of buying the sheep, well, it's just a case of having a plot of land, buying the sheep pen, buying the sheep, and then getting mowers. I'm just wondering, would I be able to do that in November 3? Depends how quickly the weather turns. And can we get grass cut enough to feed them and get us through the winter? We could do. We absolutely could do. Now, I was thinking about some way of producing manure. We can buy manure from the livestock market, which is an option. What I might do is trade off some silage bales, sell some silage bales and buy some manure. If I'm going to go down a greenhouse route for watermelons, I've got seed, so I'll need seed, water and a fertiliser. So if I can use manure, buying it from the livestock market would probably be the cheapest option. I haven't got any animals that are producing it yet. I'm not making it any other way, so yeah, no. I'm just, as I'm doing this, I'm just mulling over, as I do, thinking out loud about potential things moving forward. I like the sheep's milk idea, yeah, we'll definitely give that a go. Be something a bit different than I've done before. So, I guess what I need to aim for is get this one done. Actually, let's just stop there a second. That corn contract, is that the one that's in there? Field 20. Yeah. And that's pretty much then this one and that one are the only two fields left that can be harvested, aren't they? Do I just take on that contract anyway, just to do it? Help the farmer out, get the job done. It doesn't pay a huge amount of money. If I borrow the equipment, it'd be even less. It'll be just over £2,000 I'll get for doing it. Oh, you know what? I will. And that will be all harvested crops available, done. So we'll look at next steps then. I'll see you when this is done. We haven't got a very big trailer. That's the only problem with this particular harvest. This one's got to go to the selling station as well, I think. Everything I'm getting now is for the selling station. I'm getting nothing for the for H&H grains. I'm worried now about having put it in, but I don't know how well this is going to work. I don't do it very often. It's not going to work, is it? Straight away. Where is he going? I was hiring a worker to deliver the first bit. I bought my trailer over because I thought we'd have a lot more than would fit in the small trailer. And I thought, obviously, this being much bigger, but actually it turns out that one's about 18,000 litres. This is 22, and we've still got some left in the harvester. So I thought, rather than 2 trips, let's do it this way. Get the worker to deliver the first load, and I'll take what I've got in here. So just waiting to get back on the road, I'm assuming? Come on. You can do it. Still going, so... Fingers crossed. Just needs to get back on track. Come on. Is it wheel spin? Is that what it is? Trailer's too heavy? This is typical, isn't it? Oh, okay, this is ridiculous. Right, let's try this again. Not quite sure why it's on the wrong side of the road. Oh, I think it was a sheep, but... Right, let's try this again. So, let's swap out. We need to go to here. I think I've only ever got this to work properly once. So, click on that. No, click on that. Great job. Deliver, selling station, looping. Yes, well, let's then come back to here. I'll do no looping. Start job. Okay, fingers crossed. So we can follow them. I say I don't do it very often, but it makes a change. Now obviously I'm going to get charged, but I really do need to do some maintenance on this. Can we catch up? I don't know if we can actually. Is that a 24? Oh, so is this. Very exciting. It's like a tractor chase. Don't see that in films very often, do you? Tractor chases. Car chases. Boats, planes. Not tractors very often. I say very often, I don't ever zoom on. I'm sure someone will think of a film where it did. Where is it going? Oh, there we go, it's turning. Fingers crossed. It narrows at the crossing for the railroad, so we'll see. I just don't want to turn the corner and find carnage. We are starting to lose the light. What I want to do is get this completed and delivered. Get over to field, what were we on? Field 5, I think it was. Field 5. Did it turn down there? It did it. God, or was it just turned into someone's driveway? I thought it turned down this one. Oh, I hope I've set it to the right sell point. Oh yeah, that went a very strange route. It's just going around the corner now. So it went the next turning over, went all the way down and came in from the other side. Should be there now. Oh, that didn't hang about, did it? So we should meet it coming the other way. I didn't put it on looping, did I? So it should still be sat there. That made life a little bit easier because I'm going to be backwards and forwards. Through the car park, as you do. Oh, look at that. I'm happy with that. Now this is one of those ones, 45% transported. Yeah, I don't think we're going to be left with anything. If we are, it'll be a couple of thousand litres. So is that going to stop? Yeah, we go, right. So move that out of the way. I need to go back for the last couple of thousand in myself. I could have sent this back and done looping, but because I ended up starting off in the middle of the road, that's where it would have gone back to, and not back to where the harvester was, which is a pity, but hey. Oh, I'm pleased with that. That worked really well. Excellent. So I'm just start getting lights on. Right, I'll keep an eye on it just in case, but. $1,227 litres plus, I think there's a couple of thousand up there. Made 870 on the harvest income. That was something I was going to say actually. I'm going to whiz back over, I'll go and get a little bit, and then I'll see you back over the cultivating. Yeah, it was mentioned when I was saying before, you know, and I wasn't griping, I wasn't complaining. When I was on comms, and yes, it was a bit of a sulky half and I got a bit angry, but when I was explaining on here the other day, I was saying about the contracts. And I still had a few people message me, a couple of people message me directly and say, you're not entitled to anything off of it, so, you know, kind of why are you getting cross about it kind of thing. The thing about it is, it's the way it's set up, okay? Now that's how it is. So we're always going to have something left over, sometimes not very much, sometimes more. As I found with the hay baling and the silage baling, you know, one of the contracts, 46 bales left over. Some of them 9, you know, and then the harvest contracts, sugar beet and potatoes have had far more left over than the other. Now, so the comment was made about keeping it. I'm not entitled to keep it because it doesn't belong to me. But the thing about it is, if I don't keep it, and I do what I just did, if I say, okay, I'm not keeping it, we'll get rid of all of it because that belongs to the farmer, I get paid for the excess anyway. So I either keep it or I get paid for it. Either way, I gain from it, and I can't control that. If I say, I mean, I suppose I could get to this point now and say, I've finished tipping, contract is complete, anything that's left, if I just reset the trailers or complete the contract, obviously this is my trailer, but if it was in the contract trailer, if I complete the contract now, anything that was in that trailer will disappear. So I guess you could go down that route. But if you are going to just say, you know what, I'll tip the lot, I'm not going to keep anything, you'll still get paid for it. So you will gain, anyway, either way you'll gain from it. I've just decided to keep hold of it. So yeah, I'll go and grab that last little bit. Like I say, it's not a lot. I'll end up with about 3,500 litres, maybe 4 at a push. I haven't got any other soybeans, so that'll be all I've got. But hey, you know what? It could be useful for something. You never know. I will see you over at Field 5. We'll get in the 8RX, and I'll get that cultivating. Well, I've already started, but I'll carry on with it. I was doing that when the rain stopped. So I thought, get onto the harvesting again in case the rain comes back. And yeah, that's what I think I'll probably finish on that. I'm just thinking time-wise where we're at. It was asked again about contracting. I'm going to end up getting away there, aren't I? About contracting and why am I just doing contracts? All I've done so far is contracts. Because there's nothing else I can do. I don't own anything. I don't have enough money. I mean, I've got a bit more money now. I don't own any fields of my own. We've got a bit of property we've got access to. I bought my own bit of land. I have no other means of income. We arrived here on foot. We borrowed a bike until we bought one. I don't. There's no way for me to make money. I can go and do a bit of logging, but I'm waiting to do that in the winter. So I'm building up money. I'm trying to build up money doing contract work. I'm just basically working as a labourer. I'm doing whatever I need to do to get enough money. I mean, that's simply it. Is that down? So how much I ended up with? Oh, 3,578. Actually, I can complete on that contract now. So that's done. Complete. Collect. So I've got that corn one to do, and the cultivating we're on. So I'll see over the cultivating in a moment. Yeah. Anyway. So yeah, there's nothing else I can do. A few of the suggestions I had, people saying you should do this, you should do that, involve me putting money in and adding the things in. But if I do that, then people say I'm cheating. So again, this one was the one that a lot of people said we want to see it done properly. But I always run this risk. It doesn't matter which way round I do it. You know, if I did it where I was doing greenhouses and production chains, and by this point, what, we 10 episodes in, I was making really good money, people say it was too easy. If I do it this way, people say all you're doing is contracting. If I wasn't doing this, I could make up jobs to do and put them in, but then people say, but you're cheating stuff in. So again, it doesn't matter which way around I do it, but this is I'm using what's in the game. Contracts are available. There are plenty of contracts available. Some maps I've been on, they've been quite sparse, few and far between. I've been lucky that since I got here in August, there have been plenty of jobs to do. We've had a load of contracts to do, which is great. And I'm hoping that rolls into November 3 and into December. Again, I'm not complaining. I'm not having to pop at anyone for commenting. I absolutely, of course people are going to comment. But it comes back to what I said the other day about the person, about saying about me pronouncing words properly. It's a case of just kind of understanding that just because it's not the way you would do it, or even if you think, oh, all he's doing is contracting, just stop for a second and think, okay, if I don't do contracting, what's my option? If I'm not going to cheat money in, if I'm not going to cheat stuff, what's my option? I could have set the map up differently, and I could have started and said, I own this, this, this and this, I've got all of this equipment, but people wanted to see us start from scratch, they wanted to see me have nothing, they wanted to see hard mode. So again, it's just a case of within the parameters of how it's been set up and what I'm doing, this is what I need to do to start making money. We've got a few bits of equipment, we've got some machinery, we've got some gear. I'm quite surprised myself that we're 10 episodes in. I don't know why I'm surprised, and we're only in November, because of how much work we've had to do. And I'm still in my mind trying to work out on hard mode how I'm going to get to a point where I can afford to buy not only land but also production chains to put on that land, then fields to do crops to use the production chain. I'm in that kind of, it's taking me this long to get to what I'm up to now, 102,000, and some production chains I wouldn't even be able to buy the production chain, let alone the land to put on it. So yeah, I'm a bit kind of, what do I do? And so here we are, Field 5, right in the southeast corner, in the 8RX, with the Lemkin, it's Coraline? I think it's Coraline, isn't it? The Coraline, oh, I've gone over a little bit. Gone on the wonk, so to speak. So as I say, this was one I took on when it was pouring with rain. Another cultivating job came up. I don't know what's going to come up in November 3. Like I said before, if nothing exciting comes up, or it's stuff I've done before, or there might be some more cultivating. If it's machinery and equipment I've never used before, something a bit different, something a bit more exciting, I might show it. If not, I might skip through to December. I don't know, it all depends on what happens as we move into November 3. But as far as November 2, well, we started November 1, didn't we? But November 1, November 2, that's it for this episode. We've made a bit more money, we're back over 100,000, even though we bought the Mac, which is brilliant. I need to keep an eye out and see if a semi-trailer comes up. If a semi-trailer comes up, I'll pick it up. It does give me more options moving forward with borrowing equipment, leasing equipment, stuff that I could maybe use for forestry or bale collecting or things like that. Having a lorry semi does make that a little bit easier. I think what I'm going to do is run a few headlands this way. I think it'll give me a bit more space for turning. So yeah, that's where I'm going to leave it. I hope you've enjoyed the episode. I hope you're still enjoying the series. If you are, and if you have, please give us a like. If you don't subscribe yet, please do. If you want to leave a comment, feel free. And if you want to share this video, then please be my guest. Whatever you should choose to do. Thanks for watching.